Okay. This is the fucking Low Road. This is episode 29, I believe. It should be fucking 40 something, but these niggas keep fucking up my show. They really keep fucking up my show. I have a very, very, very special guest today. Can you please introduce to my millions and billions of fans who you are?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, just thank you for having me. Just thanks.
Of course.
Reaching out, things like that. I'm Mac from FishScale Trap Collection, FishScaleMedia.
So Mac from FishScale, and FishScaleMedia. What kind of service do you provide for your consumers? What kind of stuff do you make? What do you provide?
So on the media side, we do like interviews, vlogs, recaps, all that type of stuff. Just getting up with artists and getting like their point of view and things, and like their just interviewing them and getting if they need like a vlog. Sometimes I do like a day in the life type of thing. I did one of those with artists out in the Springs, Lil Katie. That was super dope.
Hell yeah.
And then I do like photo shoots and things like that. And just like if you need any content.
So you kind of dabble in like all of it. Pretty much.
For sure. And then like if you need like any like promotion or anything like that, I'm like down to like promote. And then like if you need any like connections, like if you need like studio time or if you need a beat, if you need someone to engineer, I could connect you with some pretty dope people. And for some of the smaller artists that don't have too many like that, or maybe just like starting out and things like that. So yeah.
So why we're gonna go back before we go forward, right?
Right.
So before we get into your business, we want to know who Baby Mac is, right? so where were you born exactly? Like what part? You told me earlier. We were talking before. You're from Colorado, but what part of Colorado are you from? We're gonna get to your upbringing a little bit.
For sure. So I'm from Colorado Springs. I was born like right at Memorial Hospital, which is like in the middle of like downtown Colorado.
Memorial Hospital, okay, Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
And Colorado Springs is 2 hours south of Denver.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Keep going.
So I was just born in Colorado Springs. It's like a really big like military town. But I'm mostly from like the south end, like the Fountain area, if anyone's like familiar. And yeah.
So you stayed in Colorado Springs. You went to elementary, middle, high school, all through Colorado Springs?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and what kind of place is Colorado Springs? Because it's going to be different. My last interviewer is also from the Springs, but it's, y'all two different people, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
What is the Springs like for you growing up?
For me, it's just like a little bit slower than Denver. Like it's kind of like everyone knows everybody type of thing in the Springs. It's just like kind of like small town a little bit, but like it's obviously like super dope. We have a lot of talent coming out of the Springs.
So small town, like everybody kind of knows everybody type shit.
Yeah, a little bit, but there's like a lot of like little like it's kind of like Denver where there's like a little bit of like smaller neighborhoods that are like on the outskirts. Like I was saying, like I'm from Fountain, and then you have like Whitefield, and then like Peyton, and like all that.
And Fountain is the south end, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of just like I said, just kind of like small town. Like not a lot really goes on, but like.
When I was looking up,
type thing.
I was looking up shit before I was moving here because my girl's from the Springs too, and she was telling me about these wild things that would randomly happen in the Springs. So I'm on
it's like a weird place. Sometimes. Yeah.
It is. It really looks weird. Like you want to put that up a little bit?
Yeah.
You can.
Like right here.
Yeah, it's way better. You can like unloosen it if you want.
Okay.
So it like stays on there. It's okay. I set it up. I didn't know how tall you were when you came in. Right?
Like right there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, right in there.
Right.
I was looking up crazy shit and I was seeing stuff about like people like bodies in trunks and like randomly and like just really random acts of violence.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to connect with anything. It was just like people were dumping bodies in the Springs.
It is like I don't know. I would compare it to like a small town in the South a little bit, like where you have like a little bit of like meth heads and crackheads and things like that. So it's like a little bit of that, and then like if you go a little bit more farther south, you have Pueblo.
Pueblo.
which is like
That's perfect where you're at right now.
right, and then so it's like a little bit of that type of vibe. Like,
So isn't Pueblo kind of like on some like Chicano gangster shit?
right, yeah. Like, have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
How they're in where are they at
Where is that at?
in New Mexico, in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque. There,
That's kind of how it is in
Yeah.
like Pueblo and stuff
So you
like
live
that.
in that bacon. What are you trying to tell me right now? You live in that Breaking Bad lifestyle. You
No,
can't, don't
that's
come
what
here snitching on yourself.
That's
bro.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying like that's kind of a little bit how it is.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Like
I
if
got
if
you.
you know, you know.
Yes. Okay. So before you got into the media, because I guess you're a member of the media, and I guess I am too at this point.
Right.
You said you were playing sports. Were you always kind of like messing with this kind of music or something like that in high school, or did it start after in college maybe, or where did it start?
Everything started after. So I don't know. Throughout like high school and stuff, I was into podcasting. Like I was just.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I was just into podcasting. Like I would just sit in class listening to a podcast, like not giving a fuck about the teacher type shit. So I'm just like in my head, just like listening to shit, just like I'm
And
like
what podcast would you listen to at that age?
like Andrew. You know who Andrew Schultz is?
Dude, it's Flagrant.
Yeah. I was listening to that. He has another podcast with Charlamagne the God called Brilliant Idiots.
Yes.
So I was listening to all of that type of stuff, and then No Jumper and DJ Vlad. What's his name? Sean Cotton from Say Cheese.
Say Cheese.
So
Zach TV. Rest in peace.
Right. Yep. R.I.P. And then I was just watching all of that type of stuff, and that's just all what I was doing 24/7.
Did you ever get caught? Your teacher's like, you listen to that goddamn Zach TV again? Go to the fucking principal's office right now.
All the time, but like it was more of a like just like put your headphones away type shit. I was always like a good student, so it's just like I was just like bullshitting.
Yes, you seem very intelligent, my friend. Okay, so that piqued your interest. So you're listening to Adam 22. Right. You're listening to Zach TV, to Say Cheese. And what point were you like, wait, I gotta do this?
Like all throughout like high school, I was like, I want to do a podcast. Like whenever I do it, like get out. And I was talking to my homie Donovan one day, and we were in track together. And he was like
athletes,
right? He was like my homie for forever. And I was just talking to him one day, and I was like kind of keeping a lot of the things to myself. But we were just talking, and I was like, you know what, bro? Like I'm gonna do a podcast. That shit would be super dope. And he was like, yo, that would be super dope. And like he thought of a name for our podcast, just like right there. And I was like, oh, bet. Like let's do that for sure. And then kind of fast forward, like we didn't end up doing really anything with it. We didn't end up doing it. We kind of like I ended up moving out to Denver to go to MSU for college, and he stayed in the Springs like for college and stuff. But we're still tight to this day. And
of course.
But kind of fast forward. On the fish scale side of things, in 2015, my brother started the fish scale trap collection.
Yeah, your brother who's locked up, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So he started fish scale trap collection in 2015. And it's just like all clothes, and merchandise and things like that.
Yeah. What's he incarcerated for?
He's on a RICO case.
What?
So it's like
fuck.
It's like kind of it's like a. It's like a really,
just the basics.
Yeah,
just say the basics.
It's a really big gang case, basically.
Really,
and basically, if you're like involved in any type of way,
they're scooping all them niggas up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Basically.
Well, free that guy. Free that
right,
man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's because that RICO shit's bullshit. Because they didn't even like catch you for real. I'm not advocating. I'm not saying do the crime or whatever. But like, at least catch me. At least catch me doing something. Don't just because my friends are crazy ass niggas. Don't like just put me in the group.
Right. It's definitely like a conspiracy type thing, but
Is he gone for a while? Obviously you don't gotta tell me, but
we're not.
We
sure
want to
know. We haven't had any sentencing.
Oh, okay.
Yet, but he's been in for about 2 years, but we haven't gone to the sentencing phase quite yet. Probably just because of COVID and everything is kind of the hold up at the moment.
That definitely is gonna slow it down and shit. We'll figure that shit out. We'll figure that shit out and we'll free that man. So,
for sure.
So it started off with clothes.
Yeah. So it started off with the clothes, and then like once he went to the pen and stuff like that, we kind of just got in touch, and I was just telling him about some of my podcast ideas, and he was like, just take the clothes and keep doing the clothes, but then add the podcast. And I was like, bet, like let's do it. And then COVID hit and everything like that, so that gave me tons of time to really focus on it and really kind of hone in on a plan and what I really wanted to do and what direction I wanted to go. And, I just took it and ran type thing.
That's very honorable, to keep something going on in your brother's name and your family's name, and it's also, something you want to do as well. I really hope that he can get out soon so I can do a little dual interview. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be super dope.
He's a couple years older than you?
Yeah, he's like 13 years older.
13 years older than me? Okay, so he's probably a couple years older than me, so I'm 30. So, dope. Okay, well, free that man. Okay, so that's how it came up. Do you remember your first interview when you really like?
Yeah, my very first interview was with Mile High Minute, Brenton.
Brenton Saylor, yes.
Yeah, he was my very first interview. We did it kind of like this, but over the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
That's
did
some
it
ghetto
like this,
shit, bro.
but over the phone. Yeah, yeah, for real. Like the audio is pretty shitty, but like you can still look it up. It's out there on Spotify and Apple Music and all that type shit. Like the audio is pretty shitty, but like we had like a kind of like a genuine connection. He's super dope. And
that's kind of cool though. Like when the audio's not all the way there, right. It's kind of like underground type shit.
Right, for sure.
He was actually my first interview out here too. But I did it on one of my laptops, and the shit it just fucked up. So we gotta like redo one. I told him I'll do another one later. Let's just like work a little bit, and then it'll be fresh, so we're not just like trying to like say the same shit over, and act like it's new.
Yeah.
So
for sure, and he's super dope. He shows love to everybody. I hadn't interviewed anybody. He reached out to me. He was like, "Let me be on." I was like, "Yeah, for sure."
Hey.
So he's super dope. He's super supportive, and he's got the biggest blog out in Colorado. So salute to him.
Salute. Yeah, Mile High Minute. I do an interview with them if they want. They gotta pay me though.
You might have to pay him for it, bro.
We're gonna have to do some kind of swapsies or something, bro. Some kind of swapsies. Okay, so what kind of merch do you guys have? Is it just shirts? Is it like
we got shirts, masks, pullovers. We're working on our winter collection right now. We're gonna have hoodies, pullovers, bomber jackets.
Nice.
What am I thinking of?
What else?
Ski masks and
ski masks
and beanies.
Beanies.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
So
Time in Colorado.
So where's my fucking ski mask at, bro?
In the works, man. In the works.
Where's mine at? You're supposed to bring me some merch, bro, so I can wear that shit and floss that shit and tag you and all that, man.
Man, you should have let me know.
Okay, that's my fault. So you did that interview.
Right.
It's a milestone when you get something done, right?
Sure,
especially for the first time. When you finally got that interview in, what did you at that feeling when you were able to go home and think about it and like sleep on it? What were you thinking at that time? When you were like, oh, like I'm in now. Like I'm in the game now. Like, this feels good. Were you feeling down? How were you feeling after you got your first one in?
I was feeling like this is pretty dope,
Yeah.
I was feeling like, I feel like we had like a good conversation. We had like a good
good vibe.
Yeah, right. I just felt like I was like, okay, I made some good content. Like if I could do it once, I could do it a million times over,
So as a member of the media, what do you think is the most important thing you have to do, or what's the thing you have to focus on? It doesn't have to be one thing, because you do, we were just talking earlier, and you do different, you can do vlogs, you can connect people, you make music, or you help people get together to make music.
Right.
What do you think is something that you need to work really, really focus on currently, like right now where we're sitting here, something you really need to improve on?
Just improving on like our setup,
Mm-hmm.
I like to like pull up on people like wherever they, want to be pulled up on.
Yeah.
I like to be outside with the interview,
Their
like,
hood.
yeah, right. I like to be in their hood, or like at their studio, or kind of get more of an intimate type thing. So just trying to get like a better setup for just getting like a more of a like this type of thing, and then just getting more in depth with an artist, really just picking their brain and getting more in depth with their point of view,
Getting more and more intel on who they are as an artist.
right, and just just make your content stand out from anyone else's. If they've had another interview with another platform, you want to have it be different or have it stand out to
Right.
Because if you're on YouTube and you're looking at one interview and of the same artist but a different platform, like what's going to make you choose mine over someone else's?
So what do you think makes you stand out? How does FishScale stand out in comparison to the Low Road, or in comparison to No Jumper? Like what do you think makes you stand out?
I'm kind of gonna ask you like a little bit of a different type of questions. What else makes me stand out? I think like we were talking about earlier. I think the merch makes it stand out. Just the whole brand in general.
Which he's got a shirt on today.
Yeah, for sure. Like FishScale is definitely a reference. Like if you know type of thing. So
Yes,
I think that's
for sure.
That's what makes us stand out. Is like you hear the name FishScale and you're like, well, what is that? And then you might research it and you might like look it up and be like, oh, that's what that is. Like
That's dope.
Literally. Yeah. And that's what we're about. We're just trying to highlight like people that are dope and
Yes.
what's dope, and whether it be in a certain community or just about a certain person or a certain artist.
And you are a biracial gentleman, yes?
Yeah, most definitely.
Black and white.
Yes, sir.
Who's white, your mom or dad?
Mom.
That's how it always is. Always, man. When I see biracial couples and I see a white dude and a black chick, I be like, thumbs up, bro. I be like, finally, I've been waiting to see that, bro. Like,
I know one.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I know a couple. Like I see it, and I'm like, yo, we gotta even this shit out, man. Can't be the same stereotype shit,
Right.
Okay, so we went through your childhood a little bit. We understand where the brand started in 2015.
Right.
Right. Started off with clothes. If you know what FishScale is, you might be able to get. I'm not from this side of town, so maybe you can get some real FishScale. I don't know. We don't gotta talk about that, But so it's interesting.
Right.
Because usually I'm doing artists, I'm not doing another person who's pretty much doing what I'm doing.
I find it's easier to have like a conversation with someone that's doing what you're doing as opposed to an artist.
Yeah, exactly. Because it seems like equal playing field. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's just different.
No, artists sometimes they think they're way too cool, bro.
Yes. Before we get to that, one of your interviews, I believe, his name is Exile. Exile.
Yeah.
Exile. That dude's cool as fuck. I haven't even heard his music yet, but I love that interview. I think that's my favorite of what you've done.
I appreciate that.
I think that one's my favorite, and it's honestly, from our position, it's kind of up to them for it to be really good. Like, we can do the best we can, but if they're dry as fuck. I mean, I can't save you. You know what I mean? It's not the Patrick Northern show. It's
yeah. With that interview, what made it so dope is that we're from the same. We're both from the Springs.
Yeah. So you connected.
Right. Mm-hmm. And we both our paths ended up in Aurora, and then
yes,
he currently stays in the part of the town I used to stay at when I first moved out here.
So my question. With that interview, you said something very important. You said you look at rappers or artists as a business. Like, this is a business. So can you elaborate on your statement and your thoughts on that, and how you see artists themselves as a business, or the genre as a business? What did you mean by that? Right.
So Jay-Z says, I'm not gonna say which song or whatever because I personally don't know, but he says, I'm not a businessman, I'm the businessman,
right?
And then what else? Conway the Machine. He's like
Conway the
he's
Machine.
like one of my favorite rappers.
Bruh, you young as fuck. You like Conway the Machine?
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out Griselda. They've been a big influence on me and the brand in general. But he says something like, "I am the brand, like I'm the walking business" type thing. And to me, that's how you gotta move as an artist. Like folks are lucky that I can't rap. For real.
Are you sure you can't rap? Because I don't know if you heard some of these rappers nowadays.
Right. On God, I can't rap.
Wait, so you tried?
Yeah, for sure. Who hasn't tried to rap? Type shit. If you listen to hip hop, you've tried to rap.
Wait.
Like you've heard some shit and it was like, I need to do that.
Wait, I wasn't ready for this. Wait, so what did you do? Did you rap over someone else's beat? Did you like when you tried?
Right.
What did you do?
I had this homie named Caron, and I was like 15.
Yes.
And he was one of my homies from the neighborhood. We would just meet up at the park type shit. And like he was like older than me. He was like 20 when I was like 15. Mm-hmm. And we were just he told me I should rap, and I was like, okay, like let's do it. And like we went to his crib and like I wrote some bars and like we tried to like I laid him down and I was like, nah, this ain't it. Like this shit's so fucking loud.
I guess not.
And I was like, I'm good off this. Like
wait. I'm gonna get off it. What were you trying to be like lyrical or were you like
yes.
Yeah? You trying to spit that shit? Hey, well, you know what you're good at. It's good.
Right.
Hey, at least you're not a coward. You tried, bro. You tried.
Oh, God.
So another thing I'm going to get a pick off is you also stated, it might be the same interview, it might be another one. I wrote it down. I didn't specify, that mentorship is important.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And so can you also elaborate on why you think mentorship, it's basic for people who know, but for people who don't and really don't understand and don't have opportunities and just don't have a business mind, can you explain like why you think mentorship is very important, especially in this kind of
mentorship is super important.
Yes.
So you notice how and you see it in a lot of different businesses, but in music, I'll give you a couple of examples. Probably the biggest is Eminem and Dr. Dre. You know, Eminem obviously had the talent and all that type of stuff, being like an underground Detroit artist.
Yes.
But it took a Dr. Dre to really refine his sound to make it more mainstream. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To make it appeal to literally everybody, in especially in the white community. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially.
Another example is Justin Bieber. He was like a big on YouTube, just being able to straight sing. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Just being that 12-year-old that can sing. You see it all the time. Just little viral videos of people that can just really sing, whether it be like a cover or something like that. But they never do anything in the music industry. Mm-hmm. It took an Usher to really come in and be like it took the business mind to take the creative and take it to the next level.
Yes.
And those Eminem, Justin Bieber, those are probably two of the biggest artists.
That's the very.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. So do you yourself? Do you have any mentors? Currently.
Right. I feel like my brother's my mentor, for sure. And then I don't know. I feel like my OGs are like DJ Vlad and Charlamagne the God, Joe Budden.
So you go to other platforms just like I do to watch, learn, and try to emulate what they do. You know what emulate is?
I wouldn't say emulate, but I'm taking game from them.
Yeah.
Because they I feel like they give game for free type thing. You go on YouTube and you just watch how they do content and like this is the bar. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. So you think there's anybody from the area that you would reach out to, like an actual personal mentor? I've had like two when I was playing sports, right. But as far as this shit, I have not had a
I wouldn't.
No. Why not?
I don't know. I feel like it's a competitive game. You feel what I'm saying?
You think people might? You think older dudes might not, or women might not fuck with you because of the competitiveness, maybe.
To me, on my end, I feel like I'm competitive, and I'm like, if anyone tried to like low bro me, I'd be like, just wait, like I got plans to like level this shit up. Like I might not be like where you're at, but like I'm leveling up every single day. It's kind of more of a personal thing, but like I feel like everyone's competition.
We don't have, they are, but it's healthy.
Right.
It could be healthy competition.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't
Healthy
have too much
competition,
pride.
most definitely.
Because say I had all this advice and I little bro you, right?
Right.
But I give you all this advice. You could just take that, and then eventually, when you become bigger,
I don't know. I've had some people like give me like suggestions on like I reached out to, I'm not gonna say it, but I reached out to a certain artist.
Yes.
And he told me to reach out to his management, and I reached out to his management, and he kind of like really schooled me on like on some certain things that I should do in order to like get some bigger artists, bigger artists and things like that.
Maybe how to respect it in a business mind, reach out a certain way, shit like that.
For sure. And that was like a big moment where I was just like, okay, like it was definitely like a low bro moment where out there like you got to move a little bit different.
Yeah. Now, I think this is interesting, and you can tell me if you feel this or not. So I'm 10 years older than you, right?
Right.
I feel like when I was coming up, all I wanted was a mentor. All I wanted was for someone to tell me, I don't care if they were disrespectful, I don't give a fuck. I just wanted them to give me some kind of game, right?
Right.
Because the internet is prevalent now. It wasn't like that when I was 18. The internet worked, but it wasn't like just like Instagram and all that shit. It was like, like MySpace, and like you really had to like figure out, I don't even know, we didn't even know what algorithm was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely like had some people like stepping in my life and definitely definitely like turned me on to some books that have been like real influential, like in building like my business mind and things like that. But that like wasn't on the media side. It was like on some like straight business type shit.
Do you know who Star is?
Sounds familiar.
He was a Hot 97 host.
Yeah.
He's got a show called The Star Report on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Okay. You need to get hit to that show. You need to hit that show because you can call in and you can promote your shit and you can talk a bunch of crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm going to show you when we're done with this shit. Okay. So we're pretty much getting into, we know who you are. We know who you are now, and we know what you do. Now, you have to help me out because you are going to little bro me because you've been here longer than me, right? I might be older than you, but you're going to little bro me because I don't care about that shit, right? So what I've noticed, because I've sat there and watched all your interviews, I've watched all Mile High interviews, I've watched a couple other interviews, I've watched these videos, 100 Pack Savvy, fucking, It's Key, and that dude was at when I did Trips. That dude's crazy as fuck. And he was great. He got me drunk in like 20 minutes. He was just like handing me liquor, bro. He's like, you want this? You want this?
He's super funny, man.
Yo, and he's so fun. And who else? Who are some other artists around here? It's AP.
Right.
Young Fiji. That's my favorite so far is Young Fiji.
Okay.
I fuck with Young Fiji, bro. I like scumbag rappers for real, That's like my shit, Who else? Who else is like from around here? You gotta help me name drop a little bit before I ask the question.
Right. So like the bigger ones are like Trev Ridge. They call him AP.
Trev Ridge, yes. Who else?
On like J Triple, super dope. Jacob Campbell, Old Man Saxon.
Old Man Saxon. That's the one my girl put me on to.
Right. Yeah.
Because he was on like some show.
Yeah. He's on Rhythm and Flow, and so is Jacob Campbell.
Cool. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't watch it either. But I don't know if they have like. It seems to me like they have like some type of like eye on Colorado artists. I don't think so.
Is that how you feel?
I don't know what it. Second time. I'm so sorry.
This dude's spilling water. This dude came in spilling water. Sorry, it's not juice. Right. I'm just mad you're not getting hydrated. I wish you got to drink that shit. You know what I mean? This altitude's crazy out here, bro.
I'm so used to it, but it feels like that because they had two Colorado artists on there, like the first go round, and then I heard like a couple other Colorado artists saying like that they were auditioning for like the second round or whatever. So I'm like, it's got to be. It's not a coincidence,
right? Or is it?
Out of all the markets that there are, you know, it can't be a coincidence that. So I feel like the creators have an eye on our scene or something like that.
So who's the biggest? We'll do rap. Who's the biggest rapper out of Denver ever?
Ever?
Who's the GOAT? The GOAT, because I'm from Cleveland. The GOAT from Cleveland are Bone Thugs, probably.
Right.
Like, because they're like global still.
Yeah,
they're
for
old,
sure.
You know?
Yeah, they'll pull up and perform at the Fillmore like right now.
Yeah.
It's just Bone Thugs.
Yeah, okay, there you
I've
go.
been to a Bone
This
Thugs show here in Denver.
There you go. This shit's wild. Who's like the Denver GOAT? Because I don't know.
It's got to be Trevor Rich and AP.
And that's funny because those dudes aren't even old.
They're not. They're like 30,
maybe. So that's interesting. So I wonder.
But at the same time, their sound is different than like some of the older people coming up in Denver. Their sound is definitely more mature.
It is. What I've noticed is, and this is just, my opinion and from what I've seen, is that in Denver, in comparison, and I can't just keep comparing Colorado to Cleveland, Ohio all the time, but from my experience, it seems like people here respect bars a little more, even younger.
Right.
Like even
For
younger
sure.
Cats. Do you think that's a little accurate?
I think that's accurate. I think that's accurate. Not Lil Pack, 100 Savvy. He's got like witty ass bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was listening
like
to
Detroit style music.
Right. I was listening to a song today with him. I don't even know the name of it, but he was like rhyming everyone's like name. He like dropped like K Baby, and he like rhymed it all. He like rhymed it all together. He like rhymed K Baby and just like A-Stacks and like kind of like all the most like popping rappers, like especially out of Aurora. He like rhymed them all together in a rap. I think that was on like Oxdior's latest.
It's interesting.
What he just dropped. Oxdior's super fire too. Like he's one of my favorites out of Denver.
Was it Oxior?
Oxdior. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get hip to these people, man.
Right.
I've been looking.
Right. Yeah. I feel like we definitely respect the bars. And like it's key. He has like some like funny witty ass bars too.
I love rappers who are like got some humor to it.
Right. And 100 Savvy's kind of in that same lane too, where where it's like a little bit kind of witty and funny. And then it kind of depends on where you go, because we also have like a what am I trying to say? Like a future type lane.
Yeah. So now in Cleveland, it's all about just. You're just a fucking Cleveland slime ball, and you turn the auto tune up, and you're just like.
Right.
I always get in arguments with people from my hometown. So shout out to my buddy Karam. My buddy Karam's an older dude from the east side of Cleveland. And we were drinking one night, and he's like, yo, Cleveland's awesome, but it's Jocker City, right?
What's that
mean? That means like trying to steal someone's drip or like swag jacking. Like Cleveland is known for that. Cleveland niggas are so crazy, they will take some shit and name them the shit that already happened and act like it's new. Like, I knew remember was Lil B, like Bitch Mob, when Lil B was doing that shit? Yeah. I knew niggas that were Bitch Mob, but they had nothing to do with Lil B. And they just acted like it was their shit. And if you call them on it like, yo, that's not your shit, they're like, oh, you're a hater or whatever. That's a lot of niggas in Cleveland do that. They will just straight up steal your shit and dare you to do something about it. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't see that here at all.
Nah, out here it's like real clicky. Like it's like this is our shit and this is our crew and like this is what it is type shit.
Okay. So also what I've noticed,
like you have some interlinking and it's things that interlink,
yes,
like especially like in Aurora, like you have different cliques in Aurora, but it's like it's all ACO type shit.
ACO type shit. So what I've noticed, it seems like it's the rappers either Denver, ACO, or Springs.
So in my opinion, Springs and Aurora, like is where all the good music is in Colorado. Denver, like. I don't know, like I don't want to diss Denver or anything like that, but like they don't have as much heat coming out of the city for real.
Yeah, I think the
like
best
you have
rappers,
Canna Timbers out of the east side. You got,
but he's not from here.
Yeah, he's from the east side.
Originally, I thought he was from like out of town, and he lives on the east side now.
No.
Okay, I'm off. Go ahead.
He's from the east side of Denver. PH Wax is from Park Hill, which is like a legendary neighborhood in Denver.
Legendary hood.
But like you look at like everyone else that's kind of popping off. It's Aurora, and it's the Springs. You got Lil Mac Diddy in the Springs.
Lil Mac Diddy, yep.
He's super dope. Like dopest in the Springs for sure. And then like there's a myriad of Aurora artists that are like killing the game out here. You know what I'm saying? And then Trevor Rich is from Park Hill too. So
cool.
So like and then AP is from Montbello, which is Denver technically, but it's like right next to Aurora. Like I live in Aurora, and like I'll drive 10 minutes and be in Montbello. So, but yeah, to me, the most heat is coming out of the Springs and out of Aurora. But Denver has like the OGs.
Right.
Tana is definitely an OG, especially on the business side. Mm-hmm. And like I said, AP and Trev and PH, they're all OGs in this music shit.
Yeah, I'm all in Tana and PH's DMs, fucking bugging the shit out of it, do my show and shit. I think ACO. I think so far I have a very small sample.
I mean, makes sense.
I think ACO's got the best music so far.
Sure. But it's a little more grimy out there, like, and it's more affordable to live. So, like, if you're like a young dude and you're making music type shit, you're gonna stay in ACO more so than Denver. It's real gentrified out there.
Yes.
At the moment.
Yes. So, what are some struggles that you've had getting this up and running? What are some things like that have gotten in your way a little bit? Be it people's attitudes, be it equipment, be it timing, be it drama in your life. I don't know what you got going on.
Right.
What are some things that have like made it kind of difficult for you?
I don't know. I would say it's a blessing and a curse, but being unemployed, like having no money coming in and like trying to run a business.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm gonna have to like leverage some credit or something.
Yeah.
I need money for, like you said, equipment. I need equipment. I need, stuff to make merch.
Yes.
I need a heat press. I need shirts. I need, designs.
I need the material.
Right. I gotta pay my graphic designer. I gotta pay, my wholesaler. Type shit like that.
Yeah, that's real shit. So mostly right now, so monetary, pretty much.
Right. But at the same time, it gives you time to just sit there and be creative.
Of course.
A really big like book that's been influential to me is Rich Dad Poor Dad. And like in the very beginning, he's like,
yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, in the very beginning, he's like, my rich dad always taught me to say like, I never say you can't afford something. Like you gotta find a way to get some money to get it, type shit. Because once you say like, oh, I can't afford it, like you just close off your mind to any like type of like, maybe you could have if you did this or this or this. It just shuts off all your creativity.
Exactly. That's okay. So you're definitely a reader. So okay. So now we're done. Okay, we're done with all that, right? We're done with all that. If you want to tell me your favorite artists from around here, you can. But without names or with names, trust me, I love if you said names.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you do that. What is it like dealing with some of the artists? And this is, I feel like, something we can like definitely like vibe on, because I know sometimes I'll do interviews or I'll talk to somebody and they would be so superstar with me. It's like that I'm like blessed to be in their presence.
Right. Yep.
And I got more followers than them on Instagram. You know what I mean? But they're not getting money like that. Like they're bummy, but they're just so into themselves, which is great.
Right.
So that's pretty much. Other than that, and like timing, like sometimes they're on rapper time, so they're like super late or whatever.
Right.
That's the only things I've had to deal with. What's some things you've had to do with working with some of these crazy ass artists?
I haven't had to deal with a lot, honestly. Like a lot of these artists are super cool. One thing I kind of run into is that I'm not at all like a street dude or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm definitely like all square, all business type shit. Like my homie said, square business only. but my brand is definitely like street based.
Mm-hmm. Urban.
Right, for sure. So kind of run into that. Like people might think like that I'm perping or something like that, but you know, I've never like dabbled in anything in the street or anything like that.
You don't have to.
I went to college type shit.
Yeah.
And then I ran a business. So that's been my extent of life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you think? So when you say that, people think you're perping, like,
Because my brand is like super street.
And I understand. So how have you noticed that? Have people been like, yo, like, you're a culture vulture? Like, how do you?
No,
like,
not.
How have they acted?
I haven't like anyone's like never like said anything to me or anything like that. But like I feel like maybe like some like tension or like something like that.
Some like subtweety type shit. Like, they might not say it to you, but they're like, this nigga.
Right. Or like they'll be like, they'll like want some free merch or something like that, or like,
nigga, I want some free merch. I want it right now. I need that ski mask.
You know
bro.
what, bro? I got you. I fuck with you. But
I post it.
Or just like me, I've like gone all the way down to the Springs, which is like a 2-hour drive. Done an interview with someone,
Yes.
And edited it all together, put it together myself, type shit, sent it over to him, and have got no response. Like I went out of my way to like fuck with you, type shit. So
So you're like, yo, I'm about to come and interview Saturday, 5 p.m. They're like, bet, and you drove down there, and you got there, and they were like, Ghost?
no, I drove down there, did the interview, all that type shit.
Yes.
I shot it, emailed it over to him, and bro, like, just that was that. Like,
so what do you think that is?
I don't know. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, maybe like bro is like busy or something, but then I see them posting like type shit, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna drop it myself,
Do you think that sometimes you've dropped some stuff and they haven't really supported their own interview?
Oh yeah. Folks don't even promote their own
I
shit.
don't understand that. I don't understand that. I drop interviews
like they were doing me a favor.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
I'm trying to promote you. We're from the same place. Like, I'm fuck with you.
This is supposed to be mutual.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's because they don't have a business mind. I have dealt with the same thing. I've done interviews with people, and they don't even like repost their own thing on their own SoundCloud page or on their like, or even like post it once. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like,
but at the same
no
time,
one's gonna hear the shit if you don't take the shit serious. If you don't take your own interview serious,
right?
How are people gonna fucking like it?
Right. For sure. But at the same time, I've had a lot of artists show like super love, like they got back to me like that type
Instantly.
shit. And then a few artists like I built like really dope relationships with,
So do you ever run into the issue? I've run into this where I'm cool with artists, you know, and I'm a different type of person, I can do a lot of friendly shit for you, but I don't like consider you my friend. If that makes sense, like we're not like, I'm not about to like die for you, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Friendship is different for other people. Love is different for different people. The definition is all subjective. But some of these artists warm up to me, and they tell me these like secrets, or they like talk shit about like other artists, and they tell me, right? Okay. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, you trust me enough, I guess. But I think they think I'm gonna be like DJ Academics and like we're start reporting on the shit, and that's not me, bro. I'm not doing that.
That's not me.
I'm not doing that. So, do you ever run into any shit like that? You got some like dirt on any other artists that you're not gonna say? You don't have to say it. You can say it if you want. Did they ever come to you with that? Like they're like, oh, this nigga did that? No, not yet.
I've had like I've had some like background people like tell me some real industry shit about an artist.
What do you mean like background people, like engineers or something?
Yeah, like an engineer or a video man. I've heard them say like this person's about to get signed, and then they do.
Oh wow.
Or like this person's about to blow, and then they do type shit. So I've heard like that.
That's good.
And they've been like don't tell nobody I told you type shit.
Little secrets. Well,
so it's more so like that, for sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've gotten. There's been like little beefs, and this is back home. It's not here yet, but little beefs and people like send me like, you know, that old sucker shit where you like screenshot and they'll show me like the arguments they had with people and stuff. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not putting that shit on YouTube. Like, they gonna look at me like, oh, this guy, you know, like that's not the kind of content I'm doing. You know?
I don't know. Academics definitely ruin that for a lot of people. Academics for sure ruined a lot of shit.
Hey, okay, so I'm pretty sure, is Academics on top? Is he on top?
Of what?
Of like this kind of game?
I wouldn't say so.
No?
Academics has a following for sure.
He
has a huge following, but I feel like he's not on the top. Look at his YouTube. He posts.
Yeah, he
posts
doesn't
like
post
once
anymore.
every 3 weeks.
Why does it? You think it's because he does the struggle show?
Yeah, and who listens to Everyday Struggle?
I did when Joe Budden was on it.
Exactly, bro. I listened when Joe Budden was on. I haven't listened since, bro.
Yeah. No, but I mean, shout out to Wayno, and Wayno's awesome, but he's just cool. Like, he's just a cool, smart dude. You know what I mean?
He's not gonna like. It's not controversial.
The dynamic, the dynamic's not there anymore.
Yeah, for sure. So me personally, I don't. Academics isn't even on my radar. It's almost like he's a joke sometimes. Like, especially after he beefed with Freddie Gibbs and he's beefing with Adam 22 being on live for 4 hours drunk as shit.
Okay. So yeah, how'd you feel about that? So how did that look to you?
Bro, Academics looks like a goof, bro. He looks so stupid.
Because he's drunk. He's yelling at him.
Exactly. He's a drunk. Like, maybe if he wasn't drunk.
So maybe he was
literally slurring his words and shit. Like, it's
maybe
almost.
Wait. So maybe he's drunk. Maybe he's slurring his words. But you are biracial, right? That means you're part white.
Right.
That means, like me. So I'm white, Puerto Rican, and black, right?
Okay.
So I know the games white boys play. I know the okie doke game, right? The game where is a white boy violates you, they do something crazy as fuck, and then when you come at them, they're like, I don't know what's going on, and that pisses you off more, and then you start acting like a nigga, and then for someone like me and you, when we're watching it, we're like, oh, he's tripping.
Right.
Does it matter if he's saying facts?
Okay.
That's what white boys do. So from my perspective, from what I've seen, yeah, he should have played it cooler. He should have. But he was saying facts. He was dogging them the whole time. You could play that okie doke game.
Academics in general, bro. I'm just like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't. There's something about. I used to be Academics fan,
like
bro. I used to be a huge fan, bro.
Yes.
I realized after fucking Vic Mensa checked his ass, fucking years ago at this point.
On his show,
after Vic Mensa checked his ass, I was like, yeah, he's low key right. Like, I used to be like on Academics' side about like everything.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be like, yeah, Joe Budden's like just an old head, like, type shit. Like, I felt like that was such a good dynamic.
Yes.
And I used to root for Ack.
Even though Joe Budden is like literally one of the best lyricists ever. If you really listen to his music, his old shit, like, he's like, dope.
He fucking went in on Drake crazy.
Black Cloud is my favorite Joe Budden song.
Yo, me too.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But,
go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about Act that just rubs me the wrong way. After I saw that, I was like, yo, that is some perp shit, you know?
Now,
I don't know. You just got to carry yourself a certain way after, you know, fuck. I don't know who said it, but you got to act your net worth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he acts like real below.
Yeah. But that's his content, though.
I guess so.
It's like, do we really want to hear Academics being, like, really, like, articulate and, like, distinct and speaking, you know, like,
I don't know. It's almost like it's the fact that it's what does he say it is?
Satire. Yes, yeah.
The fact that it's satire, I can't take it serious.
Whereas
that's I'll take Adam 22 serious.
Yeah.
More so than because it's not straight up satire.
He does porn though.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's a white boy. And I'm not trying to be racist.
But I kind of like that component.
Oh, yeah? I know. I like that, too. But sometimes I'm like, relax, bro. Like, you're feeling like...
He's done some real legendary, like, interviews.
Of course. But, like, you know, it's...
I feel like at the moment, No Jumper, like, has taken, like, a different turn with their, like, business model.
Yeah. No Jumper has definitely taken Academics' place on YouTube, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But No Jumper and M22 are on Academics' dick. They're on his dick. He wishes he could be Academics so bad.
They're on Selena Powell's dick.
Why do they do that? Okay, yeah, you're paying attention. Okay, why do they do that? Why do they do that show? I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm somehow...
Okay, I don't hate it. I'm sorry.
I'm somehow interested. What I don't like about it is how much they expose people. You know, I don't think that's cool. You know, the dynamic of white women, you know, sitting around exposing black dudes.
Selena Powell, that bitch is from Aurora.
Facts. I think she's not from Aurora.
She's from Aurora, bro.
But she's from Littleton.
Oh, Littleton? Okay.
Which is
What does
across
she rep?
the way and where all the white people stay, basically.
Okay.
Like, she may claim she's from Aurora. Like, I don't think she's from Aurora. For the longest time, I thought she was from Littleton, which, if you're from here, is like where
I'm sure if
white
I looked
people
it up,
stay.
yeah. Okay.
You know. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Adam 22 is like pimping them out type shit.
He is.
He's like, go make this content and make some money.
Yeah,
like,
when you have a hoe, man, you could do a couple things. You could simp, you could pimp, or you could get out the way.
Right.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know.
You're gonna pimp.
It's definitely a bag. Like both parties like benefit. You know, they can have their own podcast and he can monetize off of it.
Yep.
Obviously, because it's under his brand.
Yeah.
Thoughts Next Door they don't have their own YouTube. They're
on their own. Yeah. No jumper or whatever.
Right.
That shit gets like $70K the first day.
Exactly.
Just listen to them chicks.
And then there's definitely a demographic for podcasts like that. You know, what is it? Horrible Decisions and.
I like Horrible Decisions.
There's more. Call Her Daddy. I don't necessarily like that one, but there's definitely a demographic.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Right, it's on Barstool. But there's definitely like a demographic for those type of podcasts.
Well, yeah. I mean, the public, there's people who go to work 45 hours a week. Lip service, yes. Yeah. Who go to work 45 hours a week, and they just want to see that messy shit.
Right, and I feel that.
You know? It's the same people who have office jobs, and they go online, and they troll, because they just get off on that shit.
Right.
You know, it's that kind of shit. So who's some people you would like to interview soon? Is there anybody on your list? Is there anybody coming up that you could,
Right. There's an artist that's dropping a project on the 25th, D Woods 2G.
What is it called?
D Woods 2G.
D Woods 2G.
Yep.
Okay.
Our interview is dropping on Friday, and he has a project dropping on the 25th of this month.
And so people know, today's the 15th?
Yes.
Right? And so Friday is...
one of those days. What is it, Monday?
Wait.
Is it Tuesday?
Today's
Friday. 18th?
18th. So the 18th that's dropping. Okay. I just want to get the date right.
Yeah, for sure. That's dropping on the 18th. His project is dropping on the 25th. He's
sick.
He's super cool. He makes some dope music. And like kind of like the I don't want to compare it to anything, but it's like kind of like an alternative, like a Little Peep, Little Tracy type vibe, a little bit like that. I think it's super dope. I haven't listened to the project, but kind of just based on his past stuff. I'm definitely trying to like go bigger. I'm trying to get some bigger artists.
Of course.
Not stay as local as I have been. I've been trying to show a lot of love to the Springs.
Yes.
Just because I'm from there, I fuck with that place. Real heavy. I fuck with the artists out of there. But I'm definitely trying to level up and get some bigger artists. I'm trying to tap in with a smaller scene a scene that's similar to ours in like size, and relevance. So like maybe like a Detroit or Arizona has a little bit of a scene out there in like the South Phoenix area.
Have a little bit of a scene.
So I'm trying to tap in with some of those similar demographics.
Yeah.
Across the state.
That's what I'm doing. I'm traveling. Like, it's cool here. Like, it's dope here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And obviously, it's been pandemic time.
How's not to cut you off?
No, go ahead.
But like, how's the weed out here to you?
Oh, bro, I'm from Cleveland, where it's illegal.
Right.
Okay. It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
I always ask that because. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm all that or anything, but like I feel like I've been like like smoking like some top shelf shit since
You
like
have
the 6th grade. Like, like since I started, I'm like low key.
Clickbait. Yo, no, you have. I went in the store the first time, and they're like, yeah, you can have this and that. I'm looking around. I'm like, is this a fucking setup? You know what I mean? Because in Cleveland, I was in the street. I'm from the burbs. I didn't have to be in the street. You know what I mean? Right. I chose to be. I chose to slum around because I wanted to get more immersed in the hip hop community. I wanted to see what these niggas are rapping about. I wanted to see, and I did, and I regret a lot of it, but I know now. You know what I mean? I know. Right. So, oh my God, I can get diesel anytime I want. You know what I mean? Like back home, I can get the 2 or 3 choices of what the dope man's got.
Right.
Okay. You know what I mean? For the high.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what it's like other places. You feel what I'm saying?
It's trash.
Like I've been in Colorado.
Not trash, but it's just
like I've been.
It's sketch. I can't go to the store. I gotta go find a nigga. Then I gotta wait for him to meet me up, and he might be on some shit.
Right.
I've had niggas sell me like.
And that's how it used to be until niggas turned 18. You know.
Word. But it's not even like that. It's not even like I'd be like, hit my older brother up or my cousin or my OG up and be like, hey, can you give me some weed? I'll give you some extra money. I can't. Right. I can't. It's like it's tough. And then while you're smoking top shelf, I gotta get like good reg and shit. Like, can you even get reg here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think that's or mids.
I don't even think so.
You know, I don't even think you can get that here.
Like you could like ask for mids.
Yeah, like some niggas just sell mids.
I can
they just got mids.
I can tell like the dope man like I'm a bargain smoker.
So
I'm not gonna pay like I can be like straight up. I'm not gonna pay 50 an eighth. Like, can you do me like for the 25?
Yeah. Whoa, damn. So out here, do people still buy from niggas on the street like weed?
It's
maybe.
If you're like trying to sell, you're
trying to get like a bunch.
Yeah, if you're trying to get a pound.
But if you're like just getting an eighth, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I like that you brought that up
because the how it is if you're selling weed out here, you're like you'll get some people that'll buy from you for sure. Like the people that don't need, like just don't want to go to the dispensary type shit.
Yeah.
But like what you're gonna get like most of your profit off of is like shipping out of town.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, packing that shit up.
Right.
So, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, he's kind of weird, like, because they're not dependent. Like, back at home, like, you gotta get it from someone from the street. I think they might have opened, like, 2 dispensaries up, but it's just straight medical.
Right.
You know? That's crazy.
And that's a little bit how it is in the Springs.
Yeah.
There's a rule, like, in our county in the Springs.
There's no dispensaries there, right?
There's only medical dispensaries. You
can't
just be a regular person. You have to have your license type shit.
Yeah. I'm working on getting my ID so I can get my med badge and shit. I'm trying to do this shit.
Nice.
Yeah, just like a couple hours a week.
Right. Yeah,
some
my
shit
lady
like
works
that,
at a dispensary. It's pretty dope.
Oh, where? Yeah. It looks fun. I mean, what do you do? Like, just sell weed all day? Like,
basically.
what the fuck? Sit on your chair and watch fuck. I was just watching sports or whatever, or working on this shit. So I like to compliment people because I do actually watch their stuff. You know what I mean? I actually do my research. And what I really like, which you actually have in common with a couple of, just like with Mile High, you said that they're kind of the most poppin' media station right now.
For sure.
Right? And you do this as well. You ask, what studios do you like?
Yeah.
And I've never heard that. I watch a lot of interviews, bro. A lot of interviews, and I've never heard anybody ask like, "Hey, what studios do you go to?" And I think that's so.
I sometimes ask that for my own, like okay, I know this studio is dope.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's your research too. Right. You know, it's like you're getting stuff out of it too.
Right.
But I've never seen that before, and I think that's really, really dope because it's just not only do they see you, they see the artist. And then they're naming like where do they go work, and then that gets that person work because they hear their music, they hear the quality of it, right. And I just respect the shit out of that. I think that's so fucking dope that you guys do that out here, and it just feels like you guys are connected, and I hope somebody pops off like big.
Oh, for sure.
So
we
can
already
like,
have a Grammy out here, you know.
What
Trevor Rich won a Grammy
for what?
He wrote. I'm not 100% sure what song, but he He got a Grammy for writing.
So he got a Grammy, so he's part of that.
For sure. His song was on
Trev?
that Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse or whatever.
The black one?
Yeah,
That movie's great.
that movie's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So he's got some credits on there. So we have, we have some staples out here for sure. Something's gonna pop off very, very soon. There's another artist that's super dope, DNA Picasso.
I'm not hip. DNA Picasso?
DNA Picasso.
Facts. DNA Picasso.
I feel like he's definitely has like a mainstream type of sound that's super dope. Kind of like in a like a future lane type thing. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to compare anybody, but like
just so people understand like what you're like, it's like close to that.
Yeah, it's like a close to that lane. Like a party, vibe type shit. Nothing too terribly serious, but like he's got bars.
Yeah. Sometimes
so I feel like
Future says some crazy shit that's like actually deep though. Like people be missing that.
So I think that and obviously they call him AP. A lot of our like background people are real like industry connected, whether it be like our videographers, our DJs, things like that.
People do good business out here. They might not have the star power, what I've seen, but they do good business, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it is about Denver. A lot of people came here like on some business shit. Like that's what really like made our market's popping like in a different way.
Yeah.
At the moment, not necessarily on the music shit, but like business, real estate, all that type of stuff. That's bringing a lot of people here to like complement the music. The music is just the third industry that's gonna pop out here.
Yeah. It's real. It seems like the paperwork's good out here. Right. You know what I mean? Cleveland is all about like clout and niggas are crazy out there.
Right.
But I did look it up. It's Elevate.
Right.
The song is Elevate.
There you go.
We just got a nod.
A nod.
Writing and performing the song Elevate for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So make sure you tell us about where we can find you, the tags, all that shit, the sites, wherever we gotta go. Where do we gotta go?
For sure. So FishScaleTrap.com for any merch or any bookings or anything like that.
Yes, sir.
FishScaleMedia Co. and Instagram if you want to like book an interview or anything like that, or if you just want to show love. Mm-hmm. What else? That's about it. My @ on Twitter is ASAP Brocky, and also on Instagram is ASAP Brocky like Brocky with a B.
And if somebody wants to hit you up to do some kind of business, what's the best way to approach you?
Just shoot me a DM. I'm super cool. I'm just like a regular dude, just like anyone else. Just shoot me a DM. Just let's work. Shoot you one back saying let's do it, and we'll go from there.
Well, that's a fucking low road, man. And one more time, who is my guest?
Mac from Fish Scale Trap Collection.
Fish Scale Trap Collection. Fish Scale. I don't know the words. I don't know the words.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you the whole track. That's just
for sure. Okay, and that's it, bro. I appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah.